Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just What I am playing Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we did even more of the same things because we've been doing the same thing over and over again. It's fine. Anyway, time for us to level up one of our jobs to level 50. Which I think I will begin with good old Bard. So let's go and queue up with the Bard and then... Let me take a look, because for hunting log stiffs, I needed to still be in Curses, yeah. So my friends, I will be back until I've defeated every single thing I need to defeat in Curses, which I showed at an earlier point. So, BRB. Alright, so my Bard has reached level 49 and is basically almost done, so I'll probably be able to level up by just doing hunting log stuff. I also noticed that there's a lot of stuff in Curses still, so dragonflies for my Dragoon, which is right around here. Let's see, anything else in Curses in the list? For... Yes, Snow Wolves too, in Boulders Down, that is all the way down here. Natalan Watch Wolves, which is over here in Natalan. Okay, so there's still a couple of enemies. Hippo Serfs in White Brim. I think they are like somewhere over here, where White Brim is actually written down on the map. I also accidentally already defeated the dragonflies over here. Whatever. Let's see... Giant Reader in Boulders Down here. Okay. And then we still need to get more Hippo Serfs. More Snow Wolves. And that's it. Okay. So still a sizable amount of enemies in this place. So I will be right back. Also, I reached level 47 and I apparently do not have a better piece of gear. Like, I don't have the Arm Veil robe. So we may end up doing the Arm Veil with... I'm sorry, the main story thing with this. Which would be quite interesting. Anyway, BRB. Okay, so... I've reached level 50 with Bard, and I decided that I'm probably gonna like reach these levels, like level 50, when I do the hunting log. So I decided to just go and queue up with my Dragoon right now. I think I'm gonna like basically reach level 50 with all 3 of my classes, and then we'll just go and do the jobs. Or the job quest. So... no, let's see, because we need to go to the Shrine, we need to go to the Nosh, we need to go fucking everywhere. Let's begin by going to the Nosh, I guess. Let's go to Western Nosh. Yeah, something else is happening and... Okay, let me go and first tell you guys where these things are. Dead Man's Moan on the Isles of Umber, right here on the beach. Anything else in Western Lanosh? Yes, at Halfstone, Sea Wasps. Well, they're probably somewhere over here. If I remember, like, it's been a little bit. I forgot the Natalan Watchwolf, son of a bitch. I'll go and get those 2 then. Let's see. These birds down here in Western Lanosh, on the Isles of Umber, sorry. Over here too, Dead Man's Moan. Anything else in Western Lanosh? Yes, Shelf Eye Reavers. They're over here at the Serpent's Tongue. We've already seen those. Same for those. And then the Sea Wasps too. Yep. All right. I know what I need to know, and I will be right back. Okay, so we have reached a situation, my friends. So, at the moment, I just queued up for a dungeon, and I thought, like, okay, that dungeon is gonna... Like, I'm gonna beat that dungeon, then I'll be level 40, level 50. But, no, because it was Sastasha. So I'm not in the mood to deal with roulette and hoping that I can get the XP that I need. And thus, I will just go and kill some of these enemies. Let me go and deal with the ones from, like, the Sea Wasps over here. And then go over to the Vanguard, like go and make our way over to Eastern Lanosh to go and deal with the Vanguard. And then I guess I can try to go somewhere else. I still don't have enough XP by then. But yeah, I'm not gonna deal with freaking having the chance of running into a really low level dungeon not giving me jack shit of XP. Can't really say that I like that. Now where? Oh, I now know where these things are. They're over here near the pirate boys. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. It's these boys. The question is, will I pause the recording for this? I'm having problems for some kind of a reason. Well, just because I want to show off the other enemies' locations. Still. So just give me a moment while I kill these sea wasps. And then we'll go and make our way over to Eastern Lanosh, and then I'll show you where these enemies are in Eastern Lanosh. Like where the enemies that I want to beat are, yeah. You know what I mean. And then we get to do the White Mage quest. To find a White Mage quest in an interesting outfit. And we get to do all the level 50 quests, which is gonna like, that's gonna basically compose the rest of this episode, I'm pretty dang sure. Just me doing the level 50 job quest for Dragoon, White Mage, and Bard. And then from next episode onwards, we're gonna go and start cleaning up in the side quests. Shenanigans. Right. Let's go over to Eastern Lanosh towards Juan Port. Right. So the enemies that we need over here are in custom adjutants, and they are right over here. So I will be right back after killing these. Alright, so even after beating those, I still don't have enough. How much do I need? I need about 20k, so... Or I could go and deal with these boys. Sure, let's go and do that. Let's go to the east route. Oh, I yawn again, Jesus. Okay, so these enemies, I'm pretty dang sure are right over here. This spot. I'm gonna just go and keep this in. I'm not gonna cut this out. Whatever. We can reach level 50, and we can finally move on to brighter pastures. Also, I got an achievement for getting all my Disciples of War leveled up from ARR Reborn, which gives me Warmonger. Right. Let's see how this is gonna go, huh? How many enemies will I draw? Apparently not that dude. He's just standing there. Like, oh, everything's fine. Must have been the wind. Ba-da-da. There we go. And he had to stun me at the last second, huh? There we flippin' go. As we learn Medica 2, which is a really useful little spell. Medica 2 is basically this, but it also adds a regen effect with a cure potency of 100. So the base is a cure potency of 200, but then I have a 15-second regen on everybody too, with a cure potency of 100, which is pretty freaking good. Not gonna lie. So yeah, just another extra region effect. Alright. Which one will I do first? I guess I may as well do the white mage one first. So I'm thinking about doing all of these things. Like doing all the job quests. Level 50 job quests. And then we'll probably go and do... something else. No. We'll probably go and do, like, finish the hunting log. And that's going to be this episode. And then next episode we can actually do side quest stuffs. Right. And then we finally get this robe, which makes you look like this. By the way. And you know what? I've noticed one thing that's like really annoying about this hairstyle. It clips through everything. We also get benediction, which is a godsend. It's a panic button, basically. Forgive me, Lynn. Brother and I have considered every possibility and attempted every incantation at our disposal, but I fear the task of completing the enchantment has proven beyond our abilities. Now living Bajal, not even our sister possesses such power. Without the blessing of Atoa-Kant, there's nothing we can do. When the ashes return to their rightful resting place, Atoa-Kant's spirit will return. Surely it is only a matter of time. Look around you, sister. Open your eyes and ears. Time is one thing we do not have. Arun? The fury of the Great One mounts with each passing moment. It will not be contained much longer. No, the time for waiting is long past. Now is the time for action. But, Lynn Scarp, the enchanting is not yet complete. The situation is far from ideal, yet we have no choice. We must trust in Lynn's powers and do what we can. Do I hear you right, Arun? Why, it was not long ago that you objected to Lynn's very presence at the ritual. I may be stubborn, sister, but I'm no fool. I've witnessed Lynn's abilities with my own eyes. There can be no doubting that she is a mage of the white, one as worthy as you and I. Arun, if you would place your trust in Lynn so, I see no reason why I should not. Very well, let us hasten for Evershade. My freaking general chat is filled with NPC dialogue. Evershade. The Evershade. My shade. Right. The sting. Alright, time for a good old instance. Alloc trees. This tree is looking malicious. Duty calls. Heart of the forest. The Great One's rage is too strong. I cannot reach him. Stay focused, Arun. If we fall, who will rise to take our place? But sister, the forest itself turns against us. If we can only reach the Great One, his minions will relent. Cast away your worries and focus your mind on the ritual. No, Lynn. Now, I may like trees, but not that tree. Stand strong, Lynn. Are you going to let some overgrown shrub ruffle your feathers? Where's your pants, my lady? And the two of you, don't you have a ritual to perform? Do my eyes deceive me? This is no time for chit-chat. Raya O, Arun, Jesus, these names. Then focus your energies on the Guardian Tree. You must quell the Great One's fury, dispatch its minions, and resume the quieting. Here we go. Time for me to grab my stick. Right. So as far as I know it, you need to basically keep the tree healed, while also fighting off the enemies. Oh boy, I was about to say. Keep Ryo and Senna just running. Wow, casting stone skin on the tree. That's interesting. Get healed! More! More! Somewhat quelled. Strangling Ivy. There's still one more, yeah. What? The tree was blocking me. I was now thinking about it. I guess I can do this, but it's not gonna work on him, right? Yeah. Dang it. Always unfortunate. This is one of the few moments where free cure is actually useful. Because you basically need to like spam curing, but spamming cure 2 is going to drain your MP like mad. What the fuck? This tree is throwing some freaking... What's it called? Throwing some freaking smoke bombs. Also, these bright wisps will damage the tree, so gotta kill the buggers. Nah, whatever. You guys can deal with that. At least I hope so. Heal the tree. Heal the tree and kill the wisps. There we go. Now, focus your powers on the Guardian Tree. Is it over? The Great One's anger abates. You have done well, my children. Master Toad, do you truly live? Live? Not as you would define the words. Mayhap in the heart of Lyn here, whose strength I borrow to join you. It's a miracle. Aye, it may very well be. Or perhaps the Mother Crystal heard this old soul's wish. I lived a long and fruitful life, but when I drew my last breath in a Gomoro that day, I did so with one profound regret. That I would pass from this realm without finding a worthy inheritor to bequeath my knowledge in full. My spirit left my lifeless body to abide in this soul crystal. with the hope that one day it would find its way into the hands of my successor. For years, my consciousness slumbered in the darkness, until I met Lyn. From the moment you took my crystal in hand, I knew, Pajal or no, I had at long last found one to whom I could truly pass on my knowledge. Yes, Lyn, I knew, Urg. Master Toa! The power of the crystal grows faint. It would seem my altar brief sojourn here has come to an end. Farewell, Lyn of the White. Farewell, my children. I leave my forest home in your capable hands. Master Toa, he has left us. And yet by his power, and that of his successor Lyn, the Great One's fury is quelled, and it dwells with us safe. Though Master Toa traveled the world, no doubt his heart always remained here, in the forest home he loved. He waited for us. Why, brother, for once you almost sound wise beyond your years. Strange, is it not? Perhaps I finally learned something from you, dear sister. As I could learn something, as I could learn something from you, Arun. Your pride as a Pajal, your deep respect for our past, these are traits to be admired. The same can be said for Master Toa's liberality. Yes, I believe there is a place for both beliefs among our kind. The road was a long and winding one, but at long last our work is done. Let us return to Camp Tranquil. I guess we will. You have restored harmony to the forest. Nice. Time to finish the quest. Ba, 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 ba. To meet Master Toa in the flesh, well, not flesh perhaps, I'm still shaking from the experience, and from the pure joy of seeing peace return to my forest home at last. I will be forever grateful to you, Lyn. I am honored that we were able to heal the wood together. I speak not only for myself, my brother has expressed the same sentiments. Were Master Toa here, I'm sure he would say the same. Though perhaps he is still here in some form. Behold, the final piece of your garb now pulses with this ancient power. Yes, there can be no doubt that Master Toa intended this as a parting gift to you. Take it and wear it with pride, Lyn of the White. Before we part, I will bestow upon you a present of my own. By the ancient powers vested in me as the seeds here, I bestow upon you the greatest incantation known to our kind. May you ever heed the will of the elementals and use it in wisdom and compassion. Phew, I'm not given to formalities, I swear. Do not know how my sister manages. In the short time I have known you, Lyn, you have grown into a fine white mage. I am honored to call you my peer. Use your powers in moderation, and let compassion be your guide. And I have no doubts that you will bring succor and solace wherever your journey takes you. Complete! Ba, ba, da, ba, 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 ba. As we learn benediction. And we also finish off the White Mage quest. Woohoo! Okay, let's go and open up the coffer. Benediction is a spell that restores all of a target's HP. However, as a cooldown of 180 seconds. So, yeah. See, this is still the same thing, then just like a red. With like a red tint to it. Curious. Well, there we go. We are now a true white mage. The only thing I still need is an improvement to my staff, which we will get without too many issues. My freaking hair is still clipping to the cap, which is a little bit annoying, but oh well. Time for the next one, which is literally in the same place. Time to jump from one relatively annoying voice to do to another one. Oh well, it's my own fault. Alright, hello. So we get battle voice and some other stuff. We're all made of star stuff. You have done well, my young apprentice. In returning with the coral attire, you have reaffirmed my faith in you. I see no further reason to withhold you from the existence of the final piece in the set. The piece that has brought us together. Listen well, Lyn. When I put down my bow, I vowed never again to set foot in the Twelvewood. That I now forsake my oath is for no other reason than to impart my knowledge to one who would succeed me. Lest you wonder why I should deem that so important, permit me to relate to you an event which brought about a great change in me. My most recent journey had taken me to Ul'dah, where I found myself ambling through the marketplace early on one morn. Browsing the wares on display, mine eyes were met with a relic from my past, a piece from the coral attire that I had discarded decades ago, countless miles away. I felt at once that it was not mere chance that had reunited me with it, and put forth the coin with nary a pause. Holding the garment in my hands, I resolved to find a worthy heir to my legacy. Alas, no sooner had I arrived in the Twelvewood than I found myself mobbed by archers seeking to hone their skills. Among those who came, not a one showed the least interest in poetry and verse. Thoroughly discouraged and regretting my decision, I made to strike camp and leave the Twelvewood once more, never to return. It was then that you appeared, young one. When you expressed your desire to learn song, I could scarce contain my joy. Looking back, I am fully convinced that our meeting had been preordained. Your coming has instilled me with the courage to attend that matter of which I spoke earlier. I am ready to make a pilgrimage to the scene of my regiment's demise. Ever since that fateful day, I have been haunted by visions of my fallen comrades, torment graven upon their bloodied face. Lost to hope, but too craven to end my own life, I wandered the land, aimlessly seeking a place to die. But the heavens denied me even that. Yet, just when it seemed that despair would draw me wholly into its black abyss, never to emerge again, a melody resounded within me. It was then that I awakened to the power of song and found new purpose in life. I embarked upon a journey to master such verses, as would bestow peace upon the fallen, that I might lay the tortured souls of my comrades to rest. It has taken long years, but now I believe I can offer a requiem worthy of my comrades. To do so, however, I require one last favor of you, Lyn. I would have you escort me to the west of the observatorium in the Curthus Central Highlands. It is there that we shall find the scene of my regiment's demise. Your presence kindles within me a courage I had thought lost. I would have none other by my side as I undertake this pilgrimage, now, as I enter the most daunting stage of my life. Once you arrive, I ask that you pay your respects with another bouquet of Nemea lilies. When my requiem is sung, you shall have the final piece of the coral attire. No. Heed me, O puissant Althik, reverse thee the dance of the stars, athwart the night sky, and that we might ease the suffering of souls long departed. Quest accepted. Right. One of these things is not like the other. Right. Now it would be nice if I could just stay over here too, because then I can do this quest too. But yeah, no. That is not happening. Requiem for the fallen. Bouquets as these are oft used as offerings for the dead. Of course there would be an instance. We are surrounded, and our foe seems disinclined to listen to parley. You must survive this, Lyn. My soul is overburdened with the deaths of too many dear companions. Off we go again. Finding even more exalt. Alright. Now I can also use Rain of Death. Once again, your boy is struggling. Should aid you the best I can. There we go. That was a lot simpler than the white mage one. Lyn, without you I would not be standing here this day. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Forgive me, my friend. I have kept you waiting over long. The keeper be praised. I can wield the bow once more. It was you, young one, who helped me to remember how. I had known this for some time, but your presence is a salve for the wounds of my soul. Your coming has delivered me from the nightmares of my past. My worthy successor, to you I entrust the final piece of the choral attire. Don it and go forth to fill the hearts of men with courage and purpose. Though the seasons may turn, bending a man's back and dimming his eye, so long as there's life, there's reason to hope. Thank you, Lyn, for showing me the truth of this. With the blood of my comrades upon my hands, to simply draw breath racked me with such guilt as I could not bear. But the time for mourning is past. I shall take up the bow once more and lend what aid I can to the god's quiver. In fighting for those who yet live, I do my fallen comrades the greatest honor. Yet another melody resides within you, I see. And there is not more that I can impart to you. As equals, let us together give praise to life and all the joy that it brings. Heed me, O puissant Althik. Return thee over the hourglass of time, that we might exult in the glory of all creation. In thine exalted name we sing, that the living may savour life, and the departed know true peace. Apparently I was reading that way too quickly. That's... Your compassion unlocks echoes of an ancient melody within you. I thank you again, then. You have blessed this old fool with a gentle touch of salvation. Eorzea awaits. Go forth now, and inspire endless hope and courage with the beauty of your songs. May we one day meet again. Complete! I also need to go and answer a question that somebody asked me. Whoa! As we learn battle voice. Alright, I will be right back, and then we're gonna go and equip and explain the mechanic. I like the freaking thing I got. Alright, so the skill that we got is battle voice, which increases the direct hit rate of self and all nearby party members by 20%. For anybody who doesn't know how this works, direct hit rate, so basically whenever you hit anything, there's like basically a pool of like how much damage you can do, as far as I'm aware in any case. And you can have stuff like a crit, which would do double damage, I think, and then a direct hit would do like the maximum amount of damage that you could do. Like in that little pool of damage. At least I think so. So you can also sometimes have like a direct crit, which is ridiculously good. Right, let's go and open up the bard's attire coffer. And let us go and wear our bard armor. Which is pink! This is one thing that I don't really appreciate that much. I kind of prefer these, like the other colors. Instead of the pink one, but... Eh. It still looks... It looks a lot better on a female character though, honestly. Alright, cool. Now let us... My dream has come true. The game literally dumped me right over here, so... Let us go and do... the Dragoon level 50 quest. Into the Dragon's Maw. Ah, Lynn, an urgent message arrived from Estinian in your absence. He bids you come at once to the Steel Vigil. It would seem Nidhogg is on the move, and rather sooner than we had anticipated. It appears you have not yet fully become master of the dragon within you, and yet we are racing against time. I fear we have no choice but to do battle, to the best of your current abilities, and with that the dragon mail I promised. Now let us away. Estinian must know the truth of Ferndale, lest he fall for the Great Worm's seduction. Ah yes, getting seduced by a Great Worm. What? Nani? Yeah, I've been kind of thinking about what I'm going to do with the hunting log, because this is something that I definitely could do off camera. Or, well, you know what? We'll see, my friends. I might also do it in the next episode, is what I'm saying. Because there's also other things I want to do tonight. Alberic, I've waited long for this day. You who fancy yourself an Azure Dragoon, the man whose cause you have taken for your own is a coward. He relinquished the power of the dragon, of his own volition, and watched as Ferndale burned. Do you not think it ironic that I was chosen Azure Dragoon? I, an orphan who has not of value to protect Inishgard? I suppose I must give thanks, for it was the eye that revealed to me the truth. A truth so damning as to undo a lifetime of trust. I loved you as a father, but I can ill forgive you for Ferndale. As I understand it, you've kept even the Archbishop in the dark regarding the missing eye. Do you mean to take your shame to the grave? But I waste my breath. Prepare yourself, old man. For I shall lay to waste all the things you hold dear. And once I'm finished with you, I shall do what no Azure Dragoon has succeeded in doing. I shall claim Nidhogg's head. Calm yourself, Estinian. Your rage renders you vulnerable to the dragon's influence. Lyn. In you I thought I had found kindred. Someone beside whom I could fight the Great Worm. It is with a heavy heart that I relinquish that dream. Your affection for this coward has rendered you deaf to your own destiny. Very well. If we would one day cross lances was inevitable from the moment of our first meeting. As we shall now find out who is the eye's true chosen. There can be only one. Totally forgot that you fight Estinian in this quest. Right. Also, we learned another skill. Whoopsie, I used the wrong thing. Whatever. So the thing that we also learned was Chaos Thrust, which is at the end of the disembowel chain, and it hits the enemy with a dot, and it does increase damage when you hit it in the back. So I can use stuff like True North to just negate that when I am unable to get behind an enemy. Like right now. I still find it very interesting when NPCs use Life Surge, but then it doesn't actually do anything. Because they need to use a skill which they don't do. I have no idea what that just did. The Dragon's Curse corrupts Estinian. Ooh. I must have more power. I'm just gonna destroy these things because who knows what the fuck happens when I let them do their thing. There we go. My god, you're leaving a lot of puddles behind, buddy. Jesus. Right. Feeble creatures, doth thou desire power? Look to thine anger and to thy hatred. It is there that thou shalt find it. O mighty Nidhogg, Lord of Dragons. Grant unto me thy blood, that I might be granted the claws and fangs, wherewith to rend thine enemies. Lyn, this is impossible. It cannot be. That was not me, buddy. Forgive me, Asturian. I failed you once again. I'm fine, Lyn. Somewhat shaken, but otherwise whole of body. Suffice it to say, I have much to reflect upon. Let us return to the observatory. Observatorium? Observer something. Right. Soul of the Dragoon shines with unbound radiance. Right. Let's go finish this off and unlock the cool armor. Not gonna lie though, wearing the Dragoon armor in that scene made it a lot cooler. That was pretty awesome. So one thing I'm gonna do after finishing this thing, we're gonna go back over to a town, I don't know which one, whatever. Just a town, and I'm gonna go and buy some weapons, and maybe some gear too for some of them, because I can technically wear these, but they give me like tenacity and all that jazz, and I need something else. Right, I need like strength damage, I think. But don't I already have that with Monk? Oh, he's wearing these. Oh, didn't even notice. Well, there you have it. When a being of darkness closed, darkness closed upon us, you appear to me the spitting image of Haldruff the Dragon's Eye, just as he is depicted in the Holy Scriptures. I thought that mayhap the years had taken their toll on my mind, but behold, the soul of the dragon shines as it never did in all the years I bore it. It would seem you have achieved that which was thought impossible. You have awakened to the ability that none but the first Azure Dragoon possessed. Truly a momentous achievement. I can still scarce believe that you were able to summon the selfsame dragon mail worn by Haldworth. To think that it had been sealed within the soul crystal all this time. I've borne witness to many and more wonders over the years, yet none compared to you, my young dragoon. Could it be that you are... Mark not my mutterings. I am certain that it was your indomitable sense of justice that resonated with the spirit of first Azure Dragoon, prompting him to bestow the armor upon you. Yes, that is doubtless what happened. As the being of darkness faded, so too did Nidhogg's aura subside. And now his kind have ceased their stirring. Whether this was compelled by your awakening, I cannot say. I suspect we will learn the truth of it eventually. Stynian, my dear boy. Whatever becomes of him, he will ever be as a son to me. I pray that he is somewhere out there still, and that he has not wholly forgotten the great man he once was. When that darkness brushed against me, the selfsame torrent of emotions swept over me, as those I experienced 20 summers past. But there was something else besides. There was a voice, and it lamented the rift that divides dragons and men. You will come to comprehend what I speak in due time. Till then, Lyn, I pray that you will ever use your newfound strength in the name of justice. Nod. And that is it. Quest complete. Armor acquired. And another skill too. Dragonfire Dive. So, how does Dragonfire Dive work, or what does it do? Well, my friends, it is an AoE jump, basically. You do a jumping attack with a potency of 300 to target and all enemies nearby it. And I also got Career Opportunist, which I think gives me the Professional, right? Yep, that's for like basically doing all the ARR jobs to level 50. Right, let's go and open up the Worm's armor coffer. Of course. Fucking of course. Let me just go and throw something random out. There we go. Alright. I guess I can just equip these, but they're not going to be the thing that I want. But, I'm sorry, but just look at this. Look at how cool this is. This armor is so fucking awesome, and I love it. I think it looks like it looks good on basically every single character, but it looks so much better on females in my opinion. But I guess you could say that about like basically any armor in this game. there's like a statement that some people make where like everything that a male character can wear in this game looks better on a female character, and that is true. That is almost 100% true. It's crazy. Right, let us go. I think I'm gonna go and move myself over to Shiva for a moment. Why do I go to Shiva? Because that is what my original homeworld used to be. So let us go and buy some weapons and some accessories too. Specific, like more like, well, I need accessories for my Dragoon and my Monk. And I need weapons for all the classes. Right. Let's see. So, when it comes to the accessories, the thing that we need is strength. Let's see. I think it's this one over here. Yeah. Strength, vitality, and skill speed. Let me go and get high quality ones if I can. It doesn't really, like, I don't really care too much about how much this costs. Some people might be like, oh my god, you spent money on this? You can get a lot of other gear too. Yes, but also, I don't care. I want to kind of stay around, like, item level 90 for the moment. Wow, and this one, like, costs 18k. Whatever. People just love ripping each other off. Right. Let's once again try to stick around the same item level, which would be... Let me see, which one would look better? Got the obelisk, which is this freaking thick-ass thing. Which just turns into more pointy things. And there's a giant skull, which I honestly always appreciate. Let's go and get this one then. High quality, preferably. Whoopsie. Right, let's go and equip this. And then equip... God dang it. There we go. It's interesting because the game will automatically go to this for a little bit. I have no idea why, but for some kind of I don't even understand why. That somehow the game decides that tenacity is better than skill speed. Like, you need to be a tank as a dragoon, didn't you know? I hate that. Nice. I'm going to switch over to my monk, and let me go and equip the accessories with my monk too. Let's see. This, this, and then one more, and this. There we go. Yes. Okay, you already have the giant skull stuff. Then we have the bard stuff, where I already have everything except for a bow. Let's see. Giant skull longbow. And the Sangha. I remember this bow. I actually used it for a long time. Because I thought it was cool. But then I didn't like it after a while. Let's go and get this one then. And then my white mage. So you have your giant's call and then whatever the hell this is. That's interesting, but I honestly still prefer just using a rock. For the moment, in any case. There's gonna be some work on glamours at a later point. I may do that off camera at some point. Before I begin recording the next session. But for the time being, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Just What I was playing Final Fantasy XIV. We are finally done with leveling up all of the ARR jobs to level 50. Which means that next episode, I think I'm going to finish off the hunting log in the beginning of the episode. And then we are going to go and start doing all of the side quests in ARR. Or continue in any case, because we already did like a sizable amount, but there's still a lot more to be done. So, yeah. Goodbye.